Yo, what is going on, you slackers? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you the next episode in the potential newcomer tournament that we've been doing here on the channel for the past few weeks, maybe a month now. No, not quite a month. But anyway, real quick, if you haven't seen it, I created a tournament of 36 potential newcomers, and then each day I upload what I'm calling a matchup between two characters. We vote down in the comments basically who you want to who you'd rather have between the two in the matchup. You vote by saying who you want down in the comments. Pretty simple. One vote per person. Voting stays open for one 7-day period. So once the episode gets uploaded, 7 days of voting will go on, and then we'll find out the results the previous or the next week after it gets uploaded. So 7 days later, and then yeah, we see what happens with that. So with that out of the way, let's get into today's episode. So we'll start off by showing the results from last week. And last week's game was, in fact, game 23, which had Lycanroc facing off against Sora. Now, this was a bit weird, but the voting was actually somewhat close. It wasn't like a total blowout, and Sora ended up winning 28-16. I mean, 12 votes is still a good margin for victory, but still closer than I thought. There's definitely a few people that believed in the Vergibon links where he said Lycanroc's not the playable Gen 7 rep, but there's still people that don't think Sora really has a chance. So this one was kind of like two characters that are like, I don't see either of them having, too high of a chance. So, or the votes, I gotta get that. But yeah, people were they didn't think either of the characters had too high of a chance, which does make sense. I can understand that. But yeah, gotta vote for somebody. Somebody's gonna lose eventually, right? So, yep. Unfortunately, Lycanroc has been defeated. Sora moves on. So, pretty simple. Lycanroc is now done from the tournament. Lycanroc is done. The third character to be knocked out. I will figure out the total votes for Lycanroc a little bit later after I finished making this video. So we have to move on to today's matchup, which is actually going to be a really good one. I'm looking forward to this one. Skull Kid facing off against Banjo Kazooie. Let's do this. So Banjo Kazooie and Skull Kid, huh? So we'll start with Skull Kid. Skull Kid I had to put into the tournament as a replacement for the original matchup was supposed to be Simon Belmont versus Shovel Knight, but we all know Simon Belmont became playable and Shovel Knight is an assist trophy. So I had to replace those two characters with Skull Kid and Sora. Skull Kid ended up winning huge. That is the number one most voted on matchup so far, so that is pretty cool to see. Skull Kid, I believe, has the most votes for one specific character for one matchup. So it'll be interesting to see what you guys think about Skull Kid again. Do you think he's still a favorite? I know there's still all the big rumors and we'll say leaks about Skull Kid being playable. If he gets in, I'd be totally happy. Skull Kid's been on my wish list, my want list for the past 3 games now. So if he gets in, that'd be awesome. If Banjo gets in, that would be awesome. So let's do this. So I always like to make the point that Legend of Zelda series does need a new, fresh face, not just another iteration of Link. We need somebody different. No offense to Link or anything, but when I picture a series, I want to see lots of representation, from all sorts of different characters. And Skull Kid is one of the more popular Legend of Zelda characters, and I guess reoccurring characters from the series that has yet to be, there's a lot from the Zelda series that has yet to be playable in Smash, but definitely one of the front runners going in, Skull Kid, Tingle, Midna, Impa, just to name a few that if Legend of Zelda does get a new playable rep, those are probably some front runners, and Skull Kid did have an assist trophy in the Wii U and 3DS, so it was cool to see at least they acknowledged him, and now the rumors are going around or Skull Kid is going to be playable in Smash Ultimate for the Switch. So I personally hope he makes it in. I hope Skull Kid makes it into the game. That'd be so cool. I would really love to see the playstyle and everything. Be interesting to see what they kind of do with the if Skull Kid makes it in, what they would do with Skull Kid's final Smash. I figured they'd have to do something with the moon, but the moon's an assist trophy, so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. So, yeah. Let's move on to his opponent, Banjo Kazooie. Again, grew up a platformer on the N64. Extremely popular third-party character. Did very well in the Smash ballot for voting. Fans got on Twitter and social media and all that stuff to ask the head of, or one of the heads of Microsoft, Phil Spencer, if he'd be willing to let Nintendo use Banjo Kazooie in Super Smash Bros. They asked him that on the Wii U and 3DS, and he said yes, more than willing to do it. He would love to see it. Fans would love to see it. Ultimately, I think it might have been a little too late for Wii U and 3DS when the Smash ballot did come out, because they're pretty much using the Smash ballot to figure out who they want to be in Smash Ultimate, and so far that's pretty much the vibes that we're getting, right? Ridley was highly voted, K. Rool was highly voted. I mean, Inklings were almost a guaranteed pretty much, but just how big the franchise was. But that seems what they're doing, and Banjo-Kazooie is third party, so you still got to kind of cross that line, if you want to say it like that, but you still got to kind of work out the details of getting the license and all that stuff. Again, Microsoft and Nintendo have worked on rare IPs in the past, though. I mean, working out something to get Banjo included into Smash Bros., that I don't think it's an issue at all. Phil Spencer says he wants it. Nintendo fans want it. Smash fans want it. I mean, it's pretty much, it's not a lock, but I think it's close. One of the closer third parties that we could say could maybe be guaranteed, but then again, I can't really ever say a third party is guaranteed, but Banjo has to be a front runner for third party characters at least, and this one is going to be interesting. I think, what do I want to say for this? This one's tough. I can actually see both of these characters making it into the main roster. I can. I'm gonna have to say my vote is gonna go for who? I'm gonna go Skull Kid on this one. I think some of the leaks I'm starting to believe in a bit more. Some people like to point out Phil Spencer has, publicly talked about Banjo being in Smash, which decreases his chances. I don't know about that too much. He just said he would love to see Banjo in Smash. I mean, that doesn't mean Banjo's in Smash by any means. But my vote is going to go for Skull Kid. I think this could be a pretty close matchup at least. Or maybe Skull Kid runs away with this one again. Either way, let me know who you guys are going to vote for down in the comments. And we'll find out the winner of this matchup next Friday. So that'll be interesting to see for sure. All right, but that is it for this matchup. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as usual. Hopefully we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.